still worth buying a used Mopar in 2025? I'm here to answer that question for you.
I might pull up Need for Speed. I push the start, don't got the keys. I hit the gas ignition. Cruise on back the glitz.
So, we had this car for about a year now. Since I get a lot of questions, as you see, I get a lot of questions about, is it worth it? How much did I pay? People know I got this out of Copart. How cheap did I get it for? Is it worth going to Copart? And I'm here to answer all the pros and cons for you guys and for you guys to make your own decision. The number one pro about buying a used car or any car, let alone Hellcat, Scatpack, RT, is going to be price range. So you might look at this car, it's wide body now and all that, but I definitely didn't pay wide body price for this car. I did most of the work myself and I bought it used. So I saved a lot of money, but you might not get as lucky as I did, and that's what I'm here to explain, because I have a lot of people, oh, how'd you do this? I want to do the exact same thing, and honestly, it's like going to a casino. So for this car right here, I probably paid lower than a brand new Scatpack, and as it sits on bags, wrapped, all that, lower than a brand new Scatpack, and that's because I went through Copart. The thing about Copart is, the car is beautiful here, but when I bought it, it said, not running and driving, and I gambled. Like going to casino, you might lose your money, you might win. Car got lucky and it just needed a key. Key on here. We wait it. Now we're gonna see if it starts. Now with it saying not running, it could have been transmission, it could have been needed a brand new motor, could have been needed anything, and I rolled the dice. Pro, I would say, is this is a very known car. This is a car, if you're a content creator and you have one, it's very easy to try to just jump into that and try to get rolling.
Hellcats and track hoes.
Got this one and I decided to document everything, and now you guys are watching. So it's a beautiful thing. Obviously, to be a car content creator, you don't need a Hellcat, but this is definitely a one step up, which makes it a little easier since everybody loves these cars. You hear it in rap songs, Hellcats, track cars. This type of car is seen more. Majority of people are going to know what type of car this is. Well, this is a car you can walk down the street, somebody never been in a Hellcat, but they're gonna know it's a Hellcat. So that's the cool thing about having a very known car. But that also comes with a double-edged sword. The cops hate this car.
I know you're not using that for your content. You're using it to avoid tolls and
hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
This is a cop magnet right here. If you're not gonna have all your paperwork right, you're running from the police or getting confiscated very often. There's a stereotype behind this car, and the cops are gonna go the extra length and just trying to give you a ticket. You're gonna run into some arguments and so on. No matter how you treat them, but they're always gonna be on edge when they pull over a car like this. In other words, whoever's looking for a Mopar, whether it's Scatpack, RT, or Hellcat, motor problems. If you're gonna buy a used car, besides if it's from a dealer, which even from the dealer, I know a buddy that bought a Durango, ended up being souped up and the engine blew a week later. Luckily, he had a warranty. With things like this, it's hard because most people buy this type of car are enthusiasts and we're going to do things to it. For example, this has a throttle body, has a pulley, different intake, has injectors. This is ported, all that nice stuff, which is pretty cool. I bought this car originally as a daily driver. Now, I saw in the pictures, they show you a little picture of Copart here, so I was able to see that upper pulley, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe one upper pulley is cool. Once I got the car, I learned that it was on E85. It was a full race vehicle. My rear end is different for B-locks. Like, this person was really racing down the track. So that messed me up with wanting a daily driver. Now, some people might see that as, oh, you hit the jackpot, which is true. But I'm just saying, when somebody's pushing this type of car to the limit, for all I know, the car could have blew up a month later on me. It could not have started. So that's just the pros and cons. It's a cool thing to do when you do it yourself, but when you buy a car already done, you know if somebody did all that, they done put some pain on this engine. And with these being a very high performance engine, it's inevitable that they're going to eventually fail. So you need to keep up on maintenance, but you only can do your part once the car is in your hands. As you see, this is a bad Hellcat. This is just a 2016 Hellcat. It was slim body. I bought a wide body kit, wrapped it myself, and so on. This is only a 2016 Hellcat, and I have it looking like a 2021, 2022 red eye, which is pretty cool. In other words, it's a timeless design. So I added a wide body kit, I added the rims, I added the newer radio to have CarPlay. Comes in 2021. You can tell because mine says red and the newer ones say 700 or 707 and stuff. But nonetheless, that's the only thing that's different. As you see, I have CarPlay, which CarPlay is not an option in 2016. These parts are very easily interchangeable. Most cars, you can't do that. This is 2016, you'd have been stuck in 2016, but this is a timeless car where I was able to upgrade everything exactly how I wanted to. Whether it's looking like a brand new Charger jailbreak, or it's looking like a slim body 2016 original. You can do whatever you want with these cars, and that's a big pro to me, to express yourself. As you see, this is a pink wide body behind me. Now, of course, we can't forget the biggest con of this car, whether it's the cop steal, but to me, it's having the car stolen.
Most stolen vehicles, and topping the list once again are Dodge muscle cars.
The first thing I did to this car is put a full alarm, kill switch, tracker, GPS, all that cool stuff on the car. And that's the extra precaution you have to take because these cars are stolen so often. You don't know how many times I had to replace a window, and it sucks. There's one time I was at my grandparents' and there for 1 hour and came out to a broken window, and that made me think, who saw my car? I mean, nobody plotted on me, knew where the car was. They just saw the car outside and decided to try to steal it. And if you got somebody like that lurking around, and they want your car, that's gonna be a problem for you. So stealing is definitely the #1 con, man. So make sure if you get one of these, before you even get the windows tinted, go get an alarm, go get a kill switch. Steering wheel lock is cool, but these YNs is very advanced. So with going to used car option, it's very easy to save money with these type of cars. I bought this car. I originally wanted a wide body. I was going to go through the dealer, but the prices for a wide body just wasn't making sense to me. Like I said, it all worked out because I paid cheaper than a brand new Scatpack for this car as it sits right now. But for me to go out the dealer, wide body like this, I would have paid $70,000 plus finance and taxes, would have walked out the door 85, 90K. And the car would sit exactly how it sits now with a very big price tag on it. Now, of course, everybody might not be able to just go cash out on the car, but it will always be cheaper when you do it that way. Now, the interior of the Dodge Chargers might be a con or something, but to me it's a pro, and it's all about how you do it. I couldn't do no cloth seats in the Hellcat or nothing like that. I feel like I got one of the best interiors. So as you see, I got red seats and red seat belts with a nice carbon dash on there. I mean, just changing a couple parts can really wake up an area, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a pro, but if you got suede seats, maybe in a Scatpack or RT, I can understand why you would say that's a con. But the beautiful thing about it is you can find red seats like me or black leather seats and just switch out your suede joints. I know this one has a red cat on it, but the 15 and 16, the seats my car actually came with was black leather and it didn't have a cat, it just said SRT. So with all the information I gave you, my pros and cons while owning this car for a year is, if you want it, get it, man. If you think about it, get it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this is a symbol in history of Dodge. And they don't make them no more. But of course, take all the information I gave you and take that with a grain of salt, as certain things like it being stolen very often might depend on your area. I'm from Philadelphia, so that's something that happens in my area. I know this is the #1 car stolen in the country, but you might live somewhere where you don't have to worry about that. But me personally, whether I live in a great area or a bad area, I'm going to put an alarm and tracker and GPS on this car or any car. A police report is not going to get your car back. Hopefully the cops found it, but will they find it in one piece or anything? And that's something I never want to find out. So I'm going to spend the money and protect my vehicle myself. Now, I know this is a little different from my vlog style videos, but I feel like this is something I had to do because I get so many questions about this vehicle. And I hope I helped you guys figure out whether you're going to buy that Dodge or not. So I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.